Yeah, y'all gonna stop coming in my live talking about this Victor dude, bro. We hooping this year. Y'all gonna see.
Alright team, today we're going to be going over the De'Aaron Fox Sacramento Kings drama. With him making his return to Sacramento, there has been more details coming out, why Fox requested a trade, where he wanted to go, and things of that nature. Today, we're just going to take a deep dive into it. I'm going to give y'all my thoughts, and as always, be sure to drop y'all's thoughts down below in the comments section. Now getting it started with this post right here, shout out Legion Hoops. There was no effing list. I wanted to go to San Antonio. A lot of people are mad, saying I handcuffed the team. Well, this is my career. It's not my job to help build your team, and I'm not just about to go where they want me to go. This quote right here is huge because this is a big reason, now that we know that he only wanted to go to San Antonio, this is a big reason why the Spurs were able to get him for such a good deal. We've gone over the trade package. You gave up Zach Collins, Trey Jones, and a couple of alright picks, and this is what we have been talking about. The Spurs are now an attractive destination, having Wembanyama, having a young team. Even Stephon Castle, as we know, Fox wanted to play with Castle. And so now we're reaping the benefits of having a popular team. So now the Spurs are a destination where a lot of players are going to want to be down here. This has been a constant thing that we've talked about. Even Wemby on a podcast, The Ringer, shout out to Kevin O'Connor. He interviewed Wemby, and Wemby had told him after his rookie year that he already had people wanting to team up. Now, I don't think Fox texted him like, hey, let's team up, because we're going to go over why Fox initially wanted to trade in a bit. But I say all that to say that the Spurs are a target destination for a lot of players in the NBA nowadays. Also, I was trying to find the video of him saying this. I wasn't sure where I could find that. I don't think there is a video because I did look for a little while and I only found this quote. So if y'all know where this quote's coming from, y'all leave it down below in the comment section. So shout out to the Dunk Central for this post. This is why De'Aaron Fox wanted out of Sacramento. This was his final breaking point. De'Aaron Fox felt his time in Sacramento was up when they fired Mike Brown. I was like, yo, I've been here for going on my 8th year. If Mike gets fired, I'll be going on my 5th coach. And I told them I'm not going to play for another coach. I'm going to play for another team. Like I said before, I don't know where this interview came from, but it's pretty valid. There's a whole article on ESPN or whatever saying all this stuff. But taking a look at this from Fox's perspective, I can understand why he was frustrated. Mike Brown was the coach that kind of set the culture and shifted the period of missing the playoffs for however many years straight they did. As you know, with the Beam team, that was a very popular team, although they did get bounced first round. And so ultimately, I didn't understand why they fired Mike Brown. They kind of used him as a scapegoat. And just looking at it from an outsider's perspective, I felt like De'Aaron Fox and Mike Brown were pretty close. They developed a nice relationship. So if the star player tells you don't fire a coach, I don't know why you do that. I don't know what the Kings are really thinking, but who does know what they're thinking? They are known to be a corrupt organization. And so you lose your coach, you lose your star player just to trade for Zach LaVine and kind of stay competitive for the most part, although they did get worse. So overall, this was just a confusing situation for me looking at it when this came out. And now we know that Mike Brown getting fired was the reason that De'Aaron Fox wanted out. So how would y'all feel if the Spurs were to target Mike Brown? But shout out D Fox Muse for this. Fox on playing with Wemby. Playing with a superstar is not easy because obviously, one, they demand the ball, Fox said. Two, they demand so much attention. It's like playing with Steph. Everybody can't play with Steph because you always have to look for him. But at the end of the day, that MF can win championships. And I think Vic can win championships. So you obviously want to continue to play your game, but you learn how to play off someone like that. And he by himself can make the group extremely special. So this is huge because Fox is understanding adopting into Wemby's team, because this is still Wemby's team and he wants to be a complementary piece to make Wemby's job easier. And I think Fox is buying into that. There's nothing that he has said so far that made me think otherwise. And so this is a good thing to see from your second best player. You know, a lot of times there are teams that have the 1 and 2 option collide and they fight over who gets the last shot. Whose team is it really? But that's not what you're seeing here. You even saw it in the Atlanta game where they gave the ball to Wemby and Fox told him, we live and die by what what you do. You take this ball up, don't pass it out. And so they already have a good chemistry, even though they played only a couple of games together. It's a real shame that Wemby's season had to end so early. I'm really excited to see what they can do in year 2 of their partnership. They will definitely be in the playoffs next season, and the Spurs will be making some noise. You got another year of Steph Castle. Man, I'm excited for year 2 Steph Castle. But Spurs fans, man, we got a lot to be excited for. And this is a big reason why Fox wanted to come to San Antonio. He thinks Vic can win championships. You're not alone with that. I think Vic can win championships too. So saying this again, I think that players notice Vic and they want to come to San Antonio just to be a part of something special. But speaking of Victor, a look inside San Antonio Spurs shoot around as De'Aaron Fox prepares for his return game in Sacramento. Victor Wembanyama is out for the season, but here in Sac to support Fox and his teammates. Now, there were some reports saying that Vic can't fly because of blood clots and stuff, but they actually gave him permission and said that it wasn't going to be detrimental to his health. And so he showed up and supported Fox. I'm not going to talk about the game because this is all just stuff that we've said over and over again. Mitch Johnson in his rotations, the Spurs without Wemby, Fox just get the surgery. And overall, it was just a bad game to watch. Fox played horrible. I think he was a little bit nervous, but I just need him to get the surgery so we can go ahead and continue this tank. But talking about this in specific, I think this shows the type of leader that Wemby is. Obviously, he can't play, and he could have stayed home in San Antonio and just got his rest or whatever, but he actually wants to be a part of the team still, even though he can't compete. And that is one of the things I like about Wemby. He's not a typical star. He's not self-centered. He buys into the team, and he's going to do anything to support the team and make them better. And look, you got CP chopping it up with Wemby. You know he misses Wemby. But this situation reminds me of when Drake called Wemby up, and he wanted him to get on the stage, and he said, "Can my teammates come?" Drake said no, and so Wemby, ultimately, he didn't go up on the stage. And so there has been time after time where Wemby has proved his leadership and his commitment to his team and teammates. And that's just another reason why I think he is going to be great. So get well soon, Wemby. I miss you. I'm sure we all miss Wemby and can't wait for next season. But with that being said, y'all be sure to leave a like. Comment down below whether you thought Fox deserved the bruise or not. And be sure to subscribe. Until then, it's been your boy Chris, and I'll catch y'all later. I'm out.